Hey everyone, it's me Matt, and I'm back with a modified slash custom video. This is the Ninjago Ultra Combo Mech. So this one, it's a bit different than like a complete overhaul or complete modification like I would have done previously of like trying to add knee joints and things like that, because this is it's designed well enough that I didn't feel I needed to do that. My main issue with this whole build was mostly the flyer for J on the back, because it very much felt like an afterthought by the designers. It was very simplistic, so I've completely remade that, but I'll go over some of the smaller stuff first and then I'll highlight all that back section. So one of the first main things I did was change up all of the windshield pieces. So for all the cockpit areas for all the Ninja, it's now a dome piece. So the only change I made for Zane's area was just add that. So for the drillers, for the arm attachments, I pretty much completely redesigned how they're laid out, because I mainly need it so I could fit this windshield, because I couldn't get coal to sit low enough to fit in it properly, so I had to remove two of like the I guess zigzag pieces, because the whole thing holds together fine without them. It just gives enough room for coal to sit in it. And then I took, so these parts were up here before, so that I've just added some brackets, and that attaches to the side, and then the kind of like connector symbols, I guess they are, I put them on the back end of the arms. And then for the upper arms I've just added a few like details, because a lot of it was quite bare, just showing off all of the ratchet joints. So I've just covered those up with some brackets and a few details. Up on the wheels, there used to be the clips for the wings of the flyer. I just took those out, put a two high brick kind of piece with the studs on the side, like two studs, so on top of the other, just so I could attach a ingot piece on the top, so it just kind of completes the look over there. So onto the fire mech. So I changed out the arms for the Hero Factory ball and sockets. The parts that were originally in the hand, it's a perfect space for a bracket piece. So you just pull that out, replace the bracket, and get just the first length with the ball in the middle, and then the smallest Hero Factory shell. That gives you some decent looking arms, with normal posability instead of the weird kind of ratchet design they went with. And then for the cockpit, another dome piece, because the main reason I changed up all the cockpits is because I wanted all the Ninja to still be sitting in there, like it is actually, they have combined and they're all controlling it together, because the default set you had to fold the head down and stuff. It was just weird and you couldn't have your minifig up there. Okay, so as you've probably seen while I was showing off all the other parts, you can see some kind of skirt wings hanging from the back, and then up on the top, these are the new shoulders. So rather than having to detach the wings and reattach them, these wings fold up and over and create this shoulder armor, and then there's just a little crown piece to show that it's linked up. So I'll turn it around and show you what this whole new flyer looks like. So this is the new J flyer. It's kind of like folded up and into its combo position, but it's pretty much just you pull up the shoulders, which are the wings, and then you just pull, and it's a lot more stable. I'm not sure if I built my original set wrong, or if there was an oversight from the designers, but my connector pegs kept breaking the whole thing in half of the original flyer, so I remodeled it so it was a bit tighter. So once the flyer comes off of the mech, this is what it looks like. So just fold the tail out, so because that's so it doesn't hang. rotate these, so these are kind of like, you know, extra wings, almost like fins for it, and then the wings just fold out, so when I knock something off, and then just bring that up. So yeah, that's it's very much a complete remodel from the original one, because it didn't feel complete. It just felt cheap, almost like it was just slapped on the back of the other mech, and I was like, yeah, that's got to change. So the main function was I wanted it so these wings could go into position. They do look a bit kind of gappy, but it does work for some long wings, and a lot of the space for it is filled out by the large curves, just as these extra little wings. And then you've got the same dome cockpit as everyone else, and then Jay's just lying down in the ship, so when he's attached to the back he's pointing upwards, so he's not hanging back awkwardly. So that was one thing I wanted to do as well, so it looks more like a glider. Yeah. See, the whole thing, yeah, designed just to become a backpack. So the final small change was just that the flag pieces that was originally on the glider, I couldn't reattach them because the wing shoulder pieces got in the way, so I've just attached them onto the tops of the Hero Factory shells, so on the Fire Mech, so they just connect to the upper arms there, and then they just tuck under and hang out the back. So when the Fire Mech's, you know, by itself, they just stand up, but then once everything's connected they just hang off the back, which looks fine. Right, and this is what the other drill arm looks like as well with some of the changes. I just added some more gold and stuff so it matches the opposite side with the changes of the side piece and the stickered piece here. One last thing I almost forgot was that I had to add a tile to the base of the feet to make it lean forward a little, because with a new remodel of the backpack it's much heavier, so yeah, I needed to have a little more tilt forward for the basic poses, or it would keep falling backwards. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. If I don't know if you know, the other guys on YouTube like Chubby Bots and stuff have made you know, movable knees for this, but I definitely know I'm still not skilled enough to try that yet. I've tried on other mechs before, but it hasn't worked out too well, so I just went for more aesthetic changes in this and a bit more consistency overall. Yeah, something closer to, you know, like a Power Rangers Megazord, or like Voltron, just having everyone still sitting in their sections. That was the main goal. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.